Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV, the What's Going On podcast. I'm back in the land of the living. Listen, I'm not dissing Australia because Australia was absolutely brilliant. Great time I had out there. My body clock is mashed up at the moment. I was just saying to some of the guys in the back room, mate, I'm going to bed about 9, 10 o'clock and thinking I've slept through the whole night, and then come 1 o'clock in the morning, I waking up and thinking, what's going on? Man, it's still dark outside. But listen, I have tried to adjust back to British time. Obviously, when I was out in Australia, I was doing the podcast at I think it was at 3:30 in the morning. I was doing it. 3:30 in the morning. Yes, Mr. Geezer, first in. Let me just welcome. Yeah, I'm back, mate. Back in the land of the living, bro. And obviously trying to adjust back to British time. So it's a fantastic trip. And obviously I'm going to get the guys on. I've got Mr. Big D and I've got Big Chili in the background, waiting to come on, waiting to I'll stick the knife into certain people. Certain man's. So they can't make it this evening. Kofi Klopp couldn't make it this evening. I wonder why. He didn't give a reason. He just said, I can't be on, gentlemen. He might be in the chat. Ez can't make it. He might come on halfway through, he said. He might be watching the show as well. But listen, we're still going to go ahead with the show. If you're new, please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. As I say, on the road to 300. And got 2 people already watching live. Hopefully there'll be more joining us as we talk all things football and the weekend. Let me just adjust something just on my phone where I've got all my information. Let me just do this really, really quick. And it's there. And let me go here and just put never. So that thing doesn't lock out on me. But so we got a lot to discuss. Let me first of all bring in Mr. Big D and Mr. Chili. Yo, people,
what are you being before me?
Because that's the routine, brother.
No, man, I'm on top of the world. You have to bring me in first.
Chili.
Oh my
Haters
God,
gonna hate, man.
Haters gonna hate D for real. That's what they do, though. What are you gonna say?
That's funny.
Listen, be careful, man. Listen, don't let me dock your pay, yeah? Right, but listen, good to have you guys back. Good to have you on the show again. That's just a big geezer just saying hi to you guys.
Yes,
just
Thomas.
Out there.
Yes, Tom.
Yeah. So listen, we got a lot to talk about this weekend. But before we go into into the actual show itself, I was just saying, my trip to Australia and doing the show at 3:30 in the morning. Hopefully my broadband will stay stable this time, because obviously when I was out there, my picture freezed, but you could just hear my voice. So hopefully this time I'm actually moving. So guys, am I moving?
Yeah, man. But you know what, Norm? You know what's strange about that? Your audio was crystal clear.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of weird, that was. Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know if it was to do.
Was it hotel Wi-Fi or someone?
No, what I was using the hotel Wi-Fi. What I was trying to do as well, I tried checking it out with my daughter, and it seemed to work. But then she said sometimes I was freezing, so I tethered it to my phone. But obviously it was a lot worse. But I just said when I watched it back, when I watched the playback, voice was completely clear. I just had like a frozen picture. Yes, Mr. Craig in the house. If this thing will work, how you doing, brother? Craig, good to have you back in the house. I'm back in England. Still on Australian time, but listen, man, at a certain time of the day now, man is starting to kind of flag a little bit. So forgive me if I start falling asleep. You know what I mean? Yeah, or watching a certain team play a certain way of football. Not really. But anyway, listen, we move. But listen, we've got a lot to talk about. Obviously, as usual, Prem review and player ratings, ref watch. There's some certain things that happened at the weekend, and even in the Champions League game. I think it was in Chile's game. I think he's got a lot to discuss concerning the VAR decision and how long it took, something like 7 minutes or something like that, something crazy.
Last week it was like 4 minutes.
Was it 4 minutes? Yeah, it was something mad. Big up Root Calls, man. How you saying? Yes, man.
Yes, Root Calls.
Yes, yeah. Craig, where's Kofi? We're asking the same question, my friend. Where is he? Always.
The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Give me 1 second.
When man gets slapped up, he always kind of makes a beeline, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We might have to do the bait thing again. Yeah? Let's try reel him in. We did it last week. We might be able to do it again with him this week. Let's see what happens.
Yes,
Junior, same brother. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I was away in Australia, if you didn't know, and I'm back now in England, live and direct. And but listen, guys, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And he's just saying hi to you guys in the chat as well. So hail up, Mr. Junior Martin, as we do, trying to build this little community. And let's just move. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. On the road to 300, 267. Come on, guys. Share it around. Hit the like button. Yes, please. While you're there, please hit the like button. But anyway, let's move. So yeah, guys. Just to say our schedule tonight, just going to share it with the community, is Ref Watch. Brighton potted the brown ball against Chelsea. Yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about if anybody knows their snooker. Yeah. Ronaldo needs to grow up. What's with the cold shoulder? Any other business? This is something I thought I'd add. And what's going on prediction league table, game week 13. And you know what? I'll tell you what. There's a certain man that's coming on your back, Mr. D. Yeah? A certain man coming on your back. So
I've been getting them horribly wrong.
Three on the bounce now.
Three on the bounce
now.
You
know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, someone put juju on me, man. I know that. I got to pray it off.
Are you gonna go for Man City this weekend?
You know what? I have.
No.
That's a good point. You know what I mean? I might have to do that. You know,
you might have to do that, man. You're gonna be a bit tactful here.
Yeah.
Yes, forget bending like Beckham. It's bending like Partey. What a goal! We'll talk about that. We will talk about
They'll
that.
They'll never make a film about him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know that.
Tell him, Chili, tell him, brother.
And the thing about it, if they did make a film about Partey, it might a little bit be controversial. So let's just let's just behave ourselves. Let's behave ourselves. But you know what? I forgot my manners. I was there talking about myself and what I did in Australia. Listen, lovely place. I went to Coolangatta. It's a place in Australia called the Gold Coast. It's an original Aboriginal town. Lovely place, laid back. You know, go to Australia. What you see on the TV is what you get out there. Just laid back. The Fosters. Oh, they got some lovely chicken wings out there. I'm going to tell you that now. Lovely, mate. Listen, me and my missus were tucking away. There must have been about 20 chicken wings in this box.
Wow, that's nice.
But listen, it was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We went to a wedding. The wedding was fantastic. I was doing a lot of posting on Instagram, so I was just getting people to follow the story, literally from I landed until I came back to England. So, long flight though. 7 hours to Dubai? Spent 2 hours there. Then did the connected flight from there to Brisbane. That was about 14 hours basically. So on a plane, up in the air for 21 hours, mate.
Yeah, you must have called that in the air, bro. A whole day in the air,
bro. You know what's crazy, guys? You know what's really crazy? I don't know what it is, because. For the life of me, I did not click on any air disasters on my phone or nothing like that. So then I get back into England, all my timelines on my YouTube, I'm getting air disasters, A380 bus crashes, blah blah this, blah blah. I'm thinking, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? You know what I mean? But no, it was lovely, mate. And we went to Sydney. That was about 1.5 hours. They're about an hour ahead of us. We went there, spent the day there. Flew back, so it was a domestic flight out there. But yeah, it was really, really nice. And I'll tell you, anybody, if you haven't been to Australia, go there, mate. It's absolutely a brilliant.
I ain't doing no 24-hour flight, man. 10 hours is enough for me. That's enough.
Well, we about 20 odd years ago, me, D, and the missus, we went to Thailand. How long was that flight, D? How long was that
13 from Heathrow, 13 hours.
13 hours. That was,
but straight flight, yes. No, straight. 13 hours straight, from Heathrow,
Yeah.
And that was a killer, wasn't it? That was
That was
like,
a killer.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
The longest I've done is 10 hours, and that's I've done it a few times, and
you don't know if you're coming or going, man. The food was okay. We flew with Emirates, so I'm just plugging the Emirates, by the way, guys. We flew with Emirates.
Oh, Emirates is nice, man. Yeah, Emirates is nice. Yeah, man.
You must have
we
money.
tried to see if we could bump up to first class or business class, but when we saw the price, we said, an economy.
If you hadn't worn that dusty shirt you've got onto the airport, they might have upgraded you. You ain't getting upgraded in that shirt.
Yeah, you have to go suited and booted, you know.
Yeah, you have to go there looking like
But my missus warned me. She said, "Listen, go there, dress like look smart.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you get to the boarding bit and you're thinking, come on, guys, come on, let's try and bump us up. But actually, when we flew back from Dubai, we managed to get not the aisle seats, but near the window, but where you could get leg room, but you have to pay an extra, I don't know, something like £60 each.
Okay, it's sometimes just worth it, you know.
Yeah,
it's just
mate,
worth
you need to get up and
I had
about
that one time, and me and my friend were coming back from New York, and they said, we can have the seats with the extra leg room, but we've got to be willing to help in an emergency.
That's
You got to open that door,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Because they tell you about the exit, the fire. Because we're
they don't know about chili in emergency. I'm off, mate. Which hell?
You know that, bro. You know that. What's this, Gorski? Did you know that Tierney is the last man standing from Emery? Yeah. Listen, I saw that, and not only that, Craig. I'm hearing little noises from Tierney that, listen, man is looking at being third choice. Left back.
He's not happy, is he? He's not happy.
He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Listen, it's good that we've got competition, but what I don't get is, you're moving Tomiyasu over to the left side to play as an inverted left back, because that's what Arteta wants, because obviously Shevchenko gives that versatility as well. Whereas, Tierney is an out-and-out left back, what I mean? So maybe he doesn't fit the system, but he's a good left back, because one thing, what I like about Tierney is that he will overlap, and he can cross a ball. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't see that much from Tomiyasu. Obviously, Shevchenko's been out injured, so it's been a bit difficult. But then the problem is that all of a sudden you're knocking on the door and saying, "Hang on a minute, Shevchenko is injured, and you bring Tomiyasu, who's he's a centre back. He's not even a right back, but we bought him as a right back. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But then Ben White is starting over him, so he's like the second choice right back and second choice left back.
Right, but Ben White, I thought you bought Ben White as a centre back.
Yeah, we did buy him as a centre back.
Right, that's what I thought.
But what I'm trying to say, Saliba's coming now.
Yeah, so he's playing him.
The dynamics have changed. You know what I mean? Because they've started the season. Him and Gabriel will start. Getting a fantastic partnership together. Even though sometimes Gabriel can have those bozo moments, but at the end of the day, this is what it is now. You have to fight for your place. It's good that Ben White is playing well, but the situation with Tierney is that maybe he might end up going elsewhere.
The thing is as well, Norman, is that as you know, when it comes to winning championships, you have to get Ian, you have to get that back settled, and once you get that back line settled, and obviously whatever your first choice goalkeeper is, then you're only resting them, or injury would have you to change. Otherwise, the back line never settles down. So I kind of get it that, because I'm saying it, Ten Hag's doing the same thing. He's only changed it because Varane got injured. Otherwise, he ain't changing that back line. Obviously, like Malacia lost a bit of form, so Luke Shaw got back in, and it takes
because Malacia started well,
exactly,
and then all of a sudden Luke Shaw's back in there. You know what I mean?
But it's what Luke Shaw does. Whenever he's got competition, he starts eating two hamburgers a day and all that, 2 cheeseburgers a day and all that. He stops eating all that and gets himself fit. He's a chief. I'd sell him in the summer. I would. I'd sell him. He's a cheater, man.
Yeah. And as Geezer said, or Tom Strong has said here, that Ben White has been superb this season. I'm not going to lie, he's been one of our best players this season. Just calm, cool. I think somebody, I can't remember who it was, it might be Paul Merson or one of the Jamie Carragher, I think, came out and was saying that he reminds me of he's the way he plays, especially at right back at the moment. He looks more like an international player. He's just very calm, not rash or nothing like that. just does the business. You know what I mean? There's no airs and grace about him. He just goes down and does the business. He's been one of our standout players this season.
Yeah.
Long may it continue. If because at the end of the day, if he's playing well, then why change it? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to consistent defending, you have to leave it alone. You don't keep tinkering with it because the chemistry is there then, where the defenders are not second guessing each other, where the goalkeeper knows exactly what these guys are going to do, whether he comes or stays on his line. So
I mean, look at your Martinez. I mean, he's been sensational for you this season. I mean, you know, I think he's made Carragher and Gary Neville and certain other pundits eat their words.
And they won't apologise. Soon, it's them man won't apologise to him.
They won't. They will not apologise.
The arrogance of it. The arrogance of these brothers, man. You know what? It's allow it. You know what I mean?
Mr. Diego, you do,
Diego.
brother. Listen, we're linked with your player Zaha. Looking like he don't want to sign the contract that's been offered to Zaha.
Really?
He's in his last year of his contract. Basically, he's got 6 months left. Come January, and then you're talking. You know, he can start sign a pre-agreement with any European club. Now, Zaha is a child, Arsenal fan, and he's 29, and I think maybe bringing him in the side, to as part of a rotation of Arsenal, because I think at the moment he wouldn't, not to say that he wouldn't get in over Martinelli, because Martinelli is doing really well, but at least you've got competition. ESI is always injured, you know what I mean? And predominantly, he can play up front, but he also can play as that left-sided winger, because that's where he's rolling. But can you imagine having him in the side? And I think they're saying they don't probably want to, give him away for 25 mil, because that's what they're talking about.
They said that he wouldn't get into Arsenal's team.
Say that again, Chill, mate.
They were saying earlier that he wouldn't get into Arsenal's team. In fact, they said the only top 6 team he might get into was Tottenham. And that's only because we've got so many injuries at the moment. But
he's been linked. I mean, but he would suit your style of football as well, because you play counter-attack.
But then who do we drop? Same as you.
Yeah. And that was I was.
And he's not going to come to sit on bench.
No, he's not. And I was pondering that in my head as well. He's on about 130k at Crystal Palace.
Plus, he's the captain. He's the captain as well. He's a club captain.
Yeah. Listen. We should have got him back in when it was 2019.
Yeah.
Was it when we should? I mean, listen. Unai Emery wanted him, but they decided to go for Pepe, and Pepe is basically flopped. Do you know what I mean? And
would he have cost as much as Pepe? Do you think?
Well, the thing is, at the time, Wan-Bissaka was sold to Man United for 50 mil.
Yeah, 50 mil.
So they didn't really need the money. So basically, when we came in for him, they're saying if you want him, 80 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was. Yeah.
But I'm thinking an extra. He's got.
He was a star player, though, Norm.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going. Yeah, I know. But the thing about it, he actually put in a transfer. He put in a transfer. What's the name request at that time? Yeah.
Wow.
So but
if he's got a long time left on his contract, like you said, they don't need the money. 80 mil then.
Yeah. But now he's only got 6 months. Well, come January, it'll be 6 months.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous that they let it run down like that. They really should have sold him in the summer.
Listen,
if they were really smart businessmen, they would have let him go in the summer and got a decent price.
The thing is now, Wenger came out and said this a couple of seasons ago, that a lot of players now are going to run their contracts down, and we're seeing that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you listen, Arsenal's probably one of the biggest culprits for this, because we don't really hardly get anything for our players. Do you know what I'm saying? We will buy and spend, but when it comes to selling, most of the time our players are either going on a free or we're selling them for pittance. Do you know what I mean? So our business model right now is a little bit stank. You know what I'm saying?
The Arsenal are guilty of that, innit?
Absolutely, 100%.
Run down
100%.
And so are we, but...
I mean, Ian's saying here that we don't need him playing Nelson more. Look,
Nelson.
Think about it.
Nelson over Sahab. Ian, stop it. Give your head a wobble, Ian. Louis Sahar is a bad man.
You better come with a better argument than that, because what I would say, listen, I don't know if Ian just got a little bit gassed that he came on and done his little 7-minute cameo.
He had a good game.
Got 2 goals, didn't
he? Yeah, and both good goals. But the thing about Nelson, he's only played first team football 50 times for us, but a lot of the time he's been injured. He's been away on loan. He's gone on loan to PS. He was on loan to Feyenoord last season. Didn't really get much playing time. And then before that, I can't remember the German team he was on. And again, same thing. I think at the same time he was on loan, Sancho was on loan Sancho was playing for Dortmund at the time.
Right.
But I can't remember if somebody could tell me in the chat the German team that Nelson was on loan to, but again, didn't really get much game time. But listen, if he can prove himself, I mean, what I saw of him on Saturday or Sunday, fantastic. But do you know what I mean?
He's no Zaha, though. No, come on, man.
He don't touch Zaha, man. He don't touch. Listen, Zaha, man.
Give him chance.
Come on here, man.
And I hear with that. You know, what I mean, like if you've got the talent there, then and you think the talent could come through, then why spend the money in that sense? But yeah.
Junior saying Nelson got star rating 9. He got man of the match. And which is fantastic. But you need to do that consistently. If you could come on and do that consistently,
anyone can. We could go and have one good game.
One good game. Yeah.
You see, when he came on, was it 3-0? When he came on, or 2-0?
When he came on, it was 1-0.
1-0. Oh yes, because it was early, wasn't it? Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, and the only reason why he came on because, like Arthur likes to do with Saka, is play him into the ground until he gets injured. And even when he was walking around and pointing to his leg, that listen, I can't go on anymore. The man was still letting him play on for another 10, 15 minutes. I'm thinking, come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Lucky enough, it was only because we thought it was going to be worse than that. We thought that there's a possibility that he might miss. Not say miss the World Cup. I think he would have been ready for that, but there was a possibility that he could have missed the Chelsea game. Weekend coming up, but we saw him in training today. Zinchenko was in training today, so that was really good as well. So we'll see what happens.
Just quickly, Norman, talking about that, did you see that message people are pulling him after this game? Said that Lionel Messi's people are pulling him from any more PSG games after this one, apparently, saying that he needs to get ready for the World Cup now. That's funny, isn't it?
Funny enough.
No, get yourself on the pitch. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you know what?
I think he's playing tonight, and I think that's it. After tonight,
you play up until the season has a break.
He said he's a vet, and is there vets? Is there go-to man that's saying that we can't risk him getting injured after tonight's game?
Well, I heard. So go on, Chili. Go on. What you say, mate?
That's rubbish. We pay his wages. Get him out on the pitch. I don't care about the World Cup.
But I heard that the Argentinian national team. I heard that the Argentinian Federation was saying that basically they're looking all the Argentinian players. Yeah. They wanted to stop playing by a certain time.
Right.
So they don't want to play. They don't want them playing right up to the World Cup.
I'm expecting Tenor to get a call as well. About Martinez, you know what I mean? Listen, our boy needs some rest.
So that will be definitely interesting. But I think
play
at the
Harry.
End of the day, Diego says Wilford will go to Arsenal definitely if Arteta ends up at Barcelona. Yeah, rumours. There's well. Listen, it's just paper.
He ain't going to Barca.
Listen,
stuff.
right now.
Which Barca?
No, but listen, it's like
two Barcelonas.
Listen. I've got to be careful how I say this because I know D.
Barcelona under 14s, isn't it?
Let me just probably that. But let me just say this: that Barcelona are sniffing around. They're not saying that
they're not going to go for Arteta. He's done nothing in the game. Nothing. Don't be silly. Move on.
You know what it is. I think Barcelona. I mean, currently, they're second sitting. Should I say second in their league? They've only lost one game, and that was against Real Madrid in the El Clasico. So, but they're on 31 points. Real Madrid are on 32 points. That as I say, I think what it is to do with the Champions League.
They're now in
Europa. Big teams are out, Leverkusen.
I'm telling you, Juve as well.
Yeah, Juve.
All these teams are dropping into Europa.
Atletico are out completely.
Madrid didn't even Atletico
Madrid didn't even get in.
Here's a question, gents. Do you agree with this? About the teams dropping down? For me, they should be just out to sit down.
I said that from years ago.
And this tells you that it's all about the money. Having their big teams drop in Europa just so it keeps the fan viewing up. But for me, if you go to Champions League and then you literally crap on your own pants, then you should be sitting down, mate. You should be out of there.
And but now not only that, D, but it undermines the Europa League.
It does, mate. It does, exactly.
Yeah.
I said it for years.
They're blatantly saying you're a second-rate competition. If you can't cut it here, how about you try here?
Yeah.
The whole thing is really murky.
And that's why the Europa League is classed as that second.
But it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should.
So if you finish third in your group in Europa, do you go into conference?
I think so. I think it's the same procedure.
I think they do.
Shut the front door.
And this was why they did the conference. It's all about money, guys.
It's money. That's what it is.
It's all about
That's
money.
what it
It's
is.
like, okay, filter them down to there, filter them down to there, and you still got big clubs
and then
playing in Europe.
teams that finish second then have to go into the round of 32, play an extra 2 games. That's more money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's all it seems to. It all
It's
comes
a
down to
mad
finance.
one, man. Yeah, it's a mad one.
It all comes down to finance. It all comes down to finance. What's this? Diego says, if just wondering if Arsenal might come in for Fred from Manchester United, he could suit Arteta's style of management, maybe, or style of play. Well, I mean, we've got enough Brazilians in our team right now.
I want Fred to stay.
Fred's done all right.
I think he's a good squad player. And as you know, you're not winning anything with a thin squad. So I wouldn't want to see Fred go. Because for me, I mean, for people that never agree with me, but I say Fred is more composed and better than. He's not as rash as our Rogger player there, McSauce. You know what I mean? I'm keeping Fred as a squad player.
No, he's good. I mean, he came on in that game against West Ham. We'll come to your game and just to make sure secure up the. I mean, he needed to score the goal as well.
He should have scored a goal. He put his legs.
So yeah. But listen, let's move in quickly and let's discuss quickly the games that took place at the weekend, and then we can look a little bit more in depth in our game. So let's start. The first kickoff Saturday was Leicester was at home to Man City. Man City winning that game 1-0. Yeah. You could see. All right, listen. Man City are a fantastic side, but you could see that they missed not De Bruyne because De Bruyne scored a fantastic free kick. No keeper saving that, but you could see that they missed Haaland. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And Leicester literally put 11 men behind the ball.
Yeah. And break us down.
Break us down. And it was different. The only way they could score a goal was from that free kick. And Leicester had a couple of chances. Do you know what I mean? But it was really more of a thing of just keeping Man City out. And you can see when Haaland is not in the side, it does make a significance in terms of their goal scoring. And I think he's going to miss the game tonight as well because I think he's still injured.
Yeah. I don't even know where people are in this competition. Are they through?
Yeah, they're through. Yeah,
I mean, they are through.
All the British teams now. All the British teams are qualified.
Yeah, that's right. We were saying that the other day.
It's just really about where.
And it actually makes sense not to play him today.
No, Rangers never got through.
Oh yeah, Rangers. Yeah.
Did you hear what they said?
What they said?
It's the worst group performance ever
in the history.
No wins and minus 20 goals.
That's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
I wonder if they would look at my man and say,
goals in what 6 games? It's 6 games.
Yeah, 6 games. Yeah, yes.
20 goals.
Yeah, 6 games. Yeah, that's a shipping, isn't it?
Yeah. Not good.
The mighty Ibrox. Oh dear. Yeah.
Well, listen.
But if they come to the Premiership, them and Celtic are going to be challenging for the title.
Nah.
No, exactly.
Drop off his head.
Well, listen. If they get tied with Broncos, whatever his name is, then I'm sure Stevie G's waiting in the wings.
Stevie, yeah, boy.
Yeah, but listen, let's move on. Newcastle 4, Aston Villa
2.
The Nicky Browns, boy.
These guys are moving. I'm getting a little bit. Whoa!
But do you remember when we were saying about what's their manager's name?
Oh gosh, what's his name? Oh, the manager's name.
I can't think of it.
Oh, what's his name, guys? Listen, we're oldies here. So what's his name?
I can't think of the guy's name. I can see his face.
I can see his face, man. It begins with what does his name be? What's his name? Somebody put it in the chat, man. You know what I mean? But listen.
But they were saying, are they just going to bump him?
Eddie Howe, that's it. Yeah,
that's it.
Man, like
Yeah,
Steady Eddie.
but they'd be crazy to bump him now, man.
No,
That's the thing. Nah, he's earning his stripes, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Newcastle
definitely.
are building. You know what I mean? They're building something. A little small revolution thing is going on there. And they're scoring goals. They've got the best defensive record.
Yeah.
And they're scoring goals. Almerion is firing right now. You know what I mean? He's scoring. Wilson playing well. You know, Joe Linton, the converted striker now as a midfielder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? They've got these guys cooking. And I'll tell you what,
Callum Wilson as well, Norm.
Callum, yeah. I mean, there's talk.
He is injury prone, but when he's fit, he scores.
Do you think? Do you think there's a chance that he could be one of the ones to be called up for the England team?
Wilson?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because he got his favourites, man.
Who's he going to have then as strikers? Harry Kane, obviously.
Yeah.
And then who?
So then who?
Sterling.
Sterling ain't doing nothing right now. He's under a lot of pressure, mate.
And he'll still take him.
Yeah.
Because the guy's only
It's what Gareth does, man. It's what Gareth
does. He's only Sterling's only scored 3 goals this season and 1 assist.
Yeah, but look at what Maguire done, and he still got called up.
Yeah,
he wasn't even playing for United.
Yeah, and he's only playing now because Ryan's injured.
Yeah,
and Lindelof had flu or some chest infection or something. That's the only reason why.
When I see your lineup at the weekend, I know. Did laugh when I see it.
And I mean, they're currently sitting. They're currently sitting 4th, goal difference of 14. Do you know what I mean? Scored 24 goals.
That's
you know what I mean?
They are in the top 4 right now.
So you know, top 4. And teams going to there are going to find it difficult. I'm telling you, are going to find it very. And even saying that, you know, they're a good away side as well. So you know, we need to really be looking out carefully because Eddie Howe's got these guys playing some good football.
Goal difference is key, you know, because we sit 5th, right, and these mans have scored 13 goals more than us. 13. Newcastle, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not messing about.
They're not
here to make up the numbers. I mean, they may tire, but for now, boy, they're a problem for me right now. they got, like I say, plus 14 goal difference, sitting in 4th on 24 points. I'm like, what are they, mate?
Geez, are you saying that there's a possibility that they could get the FA Cup, or are you saying that we could get an FA Cup? If you could just be a bit more specific in there, are you saying that there's a chance that they could win the FA Cup or the likes of Newcastle? I think they could be a very good. I'll tell you what, they could be a very good cup side as well. Yeah. Listen, Newcastle United are starting to make statements on the pitch and off the pitch in the transfer window, and they will begin to target Spurs, United, Liverpool, Chelsea on their transfer targets. Yeah, they will. Yeah. They've got the money. The thing is, they're not spending crazily, But if they, as I said last week, if they hit that top 4, and make top 4 this season, mark my words, they are going to go big in the summer.
Well, if they make top 4, sorry, Chile, go. No, I'll just say, if they make top 4, then Eddie deserves to be in Champions League with them. Don't go firing him.
Don't fire him.
When all that happened with them, someone said, how long before they're up there with the big boys? And because of how long it took Man City, I said, you're looking at 10 years. And people saying, no. I was saying, yeah, man, it's going to take a long... They've done it in a season.
In a season, bruv. And that is frightening. Yeah. And it's not like, as you said...
And like you say, they haven't gone out and bought their...
No, they haven't. They've not gone, They've not gone out there and said, right, let's go and spend... I think the most they spent was on that Bruno Guimaraes. And I think they spent something like 40 or 45 million on him. Do you know what I mean? So listen, look, these guys, when they're ready to, listen.
And they how much did they pay? They got Bachmann, in it.
Yeah, Bachmann. I mean, there's a sleeping giant right now. You know what I mean? They're just saying, let's just do our thing. They're quietly doing it. They're not getting all excitable and everything. They're just quietly going about their way, getting the results, getting the points, and overall the team. From back to front midfield.
Their downfall, their fans, because the amount of footballers that I've heard that have played there that have said it's too intense. It's like you're in a goldfish bowl. That's
I'm about to say that. Yeah. I mean, they're saying that you can't even go out for dinner in a restaurant in Newcastle as a player.
Yeah.
You have to go out of town to eat.
Yeah.
And and they're doing it without St. Maximum as well, you know. So
yeah.
you know what I mean? So and I think somebody said it earlier on. They've got I know for a fact that they've got better backup strikers than we have. Arsenal. Right.
That's mad, isn't it?
Period.
You think
Period.
So?
Yeah. Oh, wait, look at our backup striker, Eddie Nketiah.
Nketiah. Yeah.
Right. I'll say no more.
Hang on, he's number 14. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, and 100 grand. Yeah, he's number 14. He's number 14. Earns 100 grand and not scored one Premier League goal, mate. Yeah,
Chilly.
Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Let's move on to Crystal Palace against Southampton. Crystal Palace winning that game 1-0.
Eagles.
And Ossadon Edouard getting the goal assist from Tyrick Mitchell. I think, listen, at the end of the day, you know, Crystal Palace will be that mid-table side. You know what I mean? I think they're happy with what Patrick Vieira's doing.
Yeah, they're 10th right now. They're just on the same points as Liverpool.
Yeah.
Chile, Kofi, you listening, bro?
Kofi, you listening, mate?
9th and 10th on the same points. Because Liverpool got a better goal difference, you know what I mean?
And as I said earlier on, you know, we're linked with Wilfred Zaha, so we're going to see what happens come January. He's turned down contract extension. So he can start talking to clubs in January.
Yeah, he's not interested
in Norms.
Say that again, mate?
How old's
he's 29. He's 29.
29, is he?
He's 29. Yeah, 29. I'll take him for 2 seasons. I'll take he's Premier proven, and he can get you goals. Do you know what I mean? What's this? Craig is saying Newcastle want Maddison in January, and listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they get him. I would not be surprised
if Maddison goes there in January. Lord have mercy.
We're done out here, brother.
That's a mad one, you know.
I'm telling you. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing with Leicester.
January.
Look what he's doing with Leicester. You understand? Look what he's doing with Leicester. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Let's.
It's going to be 30, Norman. It's going to be 30 on the 10th of November.
Who's that? Zaha's
going to be 30 on the 10th of November. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he turns 30.
Listen, I'll still take him.
Yeah.
I'll still take him. Let's move
to Brett. Going to drop though.
That is the problem. Again, I was saying, look, okay, but he would. That's the thing. I think he wouldn't. He would just be. He would be part of the rotation. It's whether he would accept that or not. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing.
I think just the same way with Man City. Say that again, mate.
You have to question what he wants because currently he's captain at there starting every week, and maybe they're just not offering enough money, or he generally wants to win something that he doesn't think he's going to win anything at Palace. Maybe you don't want to.
I think with Zaha at the moment, if you think about it, Zaha, apart from coming to Man United for that short stint,
he just came too early to us, didn't he?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think he wants to play in Europe. He's never played in Europe apart from when he came to Man U. Yeah. So I think he's got those. He's harboring those ambitions of playing in Europe. So I just said a team like Arsenal, not Newcastle, Tottenham. I heard he was linked with Chelsea. He wouldn't come back to Man United because I think that's done now. That you know what I mean. I think that's all done and dusted. But you know,
but I think there was allegations, weren't there, when he was at us that him and the boss's daughter got a bit friendly and like, nah, bro, you can't be messing with the boss's daughter.
Yes, Mr. Chris, what you saying, brother?
Allegedly, yes,
yeah. So. Look, it is what it is, but we move. Brentford Wolves 1-1. In that game, Mr. Diego Costa in the 97th minute decides that he's going to headbutt somebody. gets a straight red, and he's missing three games. But listen, Wolves are really, I'm surprised. I mean, they still haven't got a manager, but they're sitting still in the relegation zone. I think they're second from bottom, Nottingham Forest, and I think it's Wolves. And
it's probably not an appealing job either, Norm. Now
at the moment,
probably not an appealing job because you'll be the manager that goes down with them getting relegated or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that game, Ben Mee scores in the 50th minute, and then Ruben Neves equalises 2 minutes later. And the game stays as a stalemate, 1-1. So again, Brentford, I think it's just about them stabilizing themselves and establishing themselves.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. But Wolves, I'm worried for Wolves at the moment. Really worried for Wolves.
Because their goal difference is horrendous as well.
Yeah. What's it now? What's it now?
Minus 13.
Whoa.
Minus 13. Yeah.
Whoa. And at one time,
10 points.
Wolves were a difficult side to play against. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And break down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And break
down. But now, I think the problem with Wolves is that they can't score goals. So they couldn't get a striker in. They then got Diego Costa on a free.
Yeah.
But he ain't putting up any trees at the moment.
You remember the striker that had the head injury? Jimenez.
Jimenez. Yeah,
it's like he just went off after that.
Yeah, he's just gone off the ball.
It's like he came back from a head injury and he ain't been the same player. So
yeah. You know what? Just thinking, the other thing about maybe bringing in Wilfried Zaha to Arsenal, I think that would give us a better chance of challenging for the league. It will definitely make us. Secure top 4. Yeah, because it's too early at the moment. There's 12 games, but we are doing well at the moment. But I think that getting Zaha and another midfielder, if they're saying that we've got 50 million to spend in January, I'd rather spend it on 2 players that are Premier League proven. You've got the guy from Leicester, the midfielder Tielemans there. Yeah. Again, he's got 6 months left come January
as well.
Yeah.
Just bad business, isn't it, by these clubs?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of players like that currently at this present moment. But I think getting Wilfried Zaha in there, you've got so many options on the bench, because with Arsenal, it's just our strength and depth. You know what I mean? We haven't got
actually could get the 2 of them for 25 million a pop, 25 million a pop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get 2 very good players. Yeah.
And I think that would help us definitely to secure top 4, where it will push us on in terms of challenging for the league. We could possibly challenge for the league, but we won't win it, shall I say. We'll challenge.
I'm guessing you, man,
we'll win it.
I'm going to guess you, man. If you, man, get them 2 for 25 million a pop, you're winning the league. Because Haaland's not going to stay fit.
Say it again.
He's not going to stay fit. Haaland's not going to stay fit.
They ain't winning no league.
I'm really chilly,
Don't get chilly upset, Do not get chilly upset, Do not get chilly upset.
I'm really chilly on that one.
Let's talk about Graham Souness.
What
do you want to say, Chris? What do you want? There's so much to say. Where do you want to start?
Chris, this guy.
I mean, on TalkSport, he's having a guy. He's having a guy at your player Martinez.
Always, every week.
He's put Harry Maguire, in the team.
Yeah, I know.
He put Harry Maguire instead of Martinez in there.
Did he not see how Martinez was wiping Maguire's backside all the first half, cleaning up all his crappy mistakes? I was like, you know what? Ten Hag got no choice but to play him because of injury and sickness. But I always said I never wanted to see Luke Shaw and Ronaldo back in the same team ever again. Or McFred.
Yeah.
But injuries will have it. I mean, yeah, you know what? There's an agenda there, isn't there? Argentina, I mean, clearly, maybe someone
man has health issues. He's lost his mind. I think he's just
mental health.
Listen, he was the same with Paul Pogba.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
On him until
I don't know if he's just a man that's just bitter. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And like joking aside with the mental health, right? I actually do believe that mentally something ain't quite right with Souness, because he becomes obsessed on a single player and he rides that obsession the whole season, regardless of the performances. So you got to look at that and say, mate, go get yourself some help.
Yeah.
Because if someone's putting you in front of a TV screen and giving you a microphone for your opinion, and you just keep talking nonsense, even the guys around him must pull him up backstage and say, Graham, honestly, bro, relax. What are you doing? There you go, Chris. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it, but Chris just said it. Yeah, there's a level there. With Pogba, it was blatant. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand, all you hear is how much the game's changed, in the last how many years. Yet they've still got these guys that played football 30 years ago.
As pundits.
Yeah,
right, exactly true.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, does it?
They always keep harping back. They can't relate. They keep harping back to the past. Yeah.
It's embarrassing to watch, as well. I know it is.
I suppose you got to ask yourself a question. Yeah, but the thing is, how much football does this guy watch? Seriously, how much football does this guy watch?
I would imagine they watch a lot, though. That is his job.
Nah, but I'll tell you what, I guarantee you these guys watch more
glasses, mate.
No, they watch more highlights than the actual game. I guarantee you that. Yeah. They'll watch the highlight and then they'll make it their calculated decision on the highlight.
And someone to write them a report for them. And
if he watched the real game, he would see how many times Martinez cleaned up Maguire's mess. Maguire only started playing better in the second half of our game. He was terrible in the first half. Okay, a bit of rust, a bit of nerves. But he's making a mistake. He's got the captain's armband and he's pointing at other people.
I see that all the time with that guy.
I was losing my mind. He pointed at someone else. Yeah,
absolute joke.
Bro, you're too slow. He was in position. Sorry, I'm shouting. I'm getting vexed. Sorry, man. Sorry. I apologize to the community. This bro.
Well, Diego says there, Souness is no longer able to call out Pogba, so his new aim is Casemiro. Would you agree with that?
Exactly. Yeah, very, very much so. Yeah, you know what I mean? He actually said Casemiro wasn't world class. Yeah, that's what he said.
Listen, when you guys was getting Casemiro, I watched. I saw Casemiro playing in Champions League when he played against who was the team?
He just won the last final, didn't he?
Yeah, but who was the what was the in the final? Liverpool. Who was it? Yeah, Liverpool. Mate, that guy
he was man of the match. So you're a man of the match in the Champions League final, but you're not world class. Okay, good luck with that, Graham. How you do that, boy? Sorry, he's an idiot. Honestly, sorry.
Unbelievable.
Because of the gender in it, it's horrible to watch.
It is. Yeah. But listen, we could talk all night about Mr. Souness. Let him go on and do what he has to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go and watch a few more football games and come back.
Like I said, mental health is real, and maybe somebody at Sky or BT Sports, wherever he's at, go encourage him to get himself assessed. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just sprouting nonsense week after week. It's like, he's probably just playing on his phone. Like Chris said, he watched the whole game, but not necessarily, because these guys get distracted in there. Like, remember, if you're not doing the live commentary where the camera keeps going to you when you got the mic with the shield on. Yeah. If you're not doing that in the studio, no one knows what you're doing in the studio. You can kick your shoes off, put your feet on the play on your phone, turn around when a goal is scored, and watch the replay and comment on that scored goal. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. Man.
They're looking, as Diego. Diego. These guys are looking for clicks. Jamie O'Hara does it, on TalkSport. You know what I mean? Just there to get more click. You know what I mean?
Clickbait. Yeah, man. The
clickbait stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you have to ask yourself: do they actually believe what they're saying? You know what I mean?
I say that a lot, man. Do they really believe this? What they're saying?
Your ex-guy, Norman, Merson does the same thing.
Yeah.
Comes out with some outrageous stuff.
Merson, mention Tottenham to him, and
he loses his mind.
His brain just melts. Or Harry Kane, you know.
You know what? It's the same with O'Hara. Do you know what I mean? Listen,
Jamie.
You know what I mean?
O'Hara does do that, but Merson's got a much bigger platform.
He has.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that, man. I've got that on my agenda. We will be talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about that. Let's just quickly fire through. Fulham, Everton, 0-0. Pretty much.
A ball draw
game. Everton, you know what I mean? Listen, they're starting to pick up. They started the season not too well now. They're currently sitting, I think 12th in the league on 14 points. At one point, at the start of the season, you was thinking that they were probably one of the candidates to go down. But he's kind of settled the ship a bit.
He resurrected a little bit.
They had a good result the week before when they beat who did they beat? They beat somebody 3-0. I think it was Who was it that they beat last week? They beat somebody 3-0. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, at Goodison.
Yeah. So
so
maybe that's becoming now a bit of a fortress now. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was saying Goodison was always a hard place to go.
Yeah.
Especially under David Moyes.
Yeah.
Like when Moyes was there, he had them. He had them very well organised. So you couldn't just roll up there and think you was going to steamroll them at Goodison Park. But I think maybe our guy Frank is figuring some stuff out there.
Yeah. Well, listen. Let's get on to the game. Liverpool 1, Leeds 2.
I'm telling you, at Anfield,
guys.
Kofi, at Anfield,
guys. Let's.
I know you're watching.
Let's, Kofi, we know you're watching, yeah? Or if you watch this, the playback, yeah? I'm going to do the emoji face.
Yeah, there. Because, boy.
What? Listen, Leeds, mate, they were all over Liverpool. They were, listen, somebody said there was a stat that Leeds ran 11 kilometres more.
Yeah,
What was Joe? 11 kilometres more than Liverpool. What was Joe Gomez doing for the first goal, guys?
Oh, my
Name is
God.
Go. It's go, isn't it?
As you can see at the bottom along the ticker, yeah, when it comes across, Klopp, and this is probably what he would say, when will it end? 2 games on the bounce. Nottingham Forest away, 1-0, and they get beaten at home. Leeds beating them at home for the first time in how many years? 2-1. Somerville getting that goal. Again, mistake between Van Dijk and I think it either was Joe Gomez or Trent Alexander. No, Trent I think got taken off. 2-1. Right. Kofi, talk to me. I know you're there probably watching. You said you couldn't make it tonight.
You're cringing. Get in the chat, Kofi, because my Lord.
What is the excuse now? What is the excuse now, mate? You know what I mean? You can see, obviously Kofi had his rant on the our chat, but he was also saying that, listen, their legs are gone. For Leeds to outrun them.
It's an old team.
Yeah,
if you look at it, it's an old team. Man. It's an aging team, man. Yeah, it's an aging team. That
what makes me laugh? What makes me laugh is that they'll turn up and slap up Ajax. Yesterday they done well, played really well.
Yeah,
they
against
beat
Man City, Napoli, and then they come up with these results. What is the excuse now, Klopp? What is the excuse?
Like Nottingham Forest said, they've lost to the team that's 20th and 19th in the league.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It's a mad one.
Absolutely
it's a mad
crazy.
one. And maybe he has lost the changing room. There's rumours that he's lost the changing room. But they say you can't have these decent performances in midweek and then come to Premier League, you're stinking the joint up. It doesn't really say you've lost the changing room. But I don't know.
I think it's more what you said, that they're aging. That midfield's quite old, man.
Yeah. You can't be, you can't have Milner and Henderson starting on a regular, which has been happening. And I get the injuries, but Liverpool, they're not a poor team. They're not going to spend like the other big boys. That's just what FSG do. But you have to look at it and say it's a huge drop off from what they've been over the last 5-6 seasons. What we're seeing now is like, what in the world's happened there? And Leeds is Leeds. It's Anfield fortress.
15. We're Arsenal or 50. Listen, if somebody told me, before the start of the season that we would be 15 points clear of Liverpool, I'd be saying, are you mad? Are you mad?
Yeah.
Yes, Scott, what are you saying, brother?
I was watching your guy actually oozing expressions and rants, and he said it's like he calls him Virgil van Disney, and he said it's like the man playing in his sliders. That was it. That took me out on his sliders. I was like, "Yo, got jokes, man." Seriously.
Yeah.
It's shocking to watch the defense.
It's shocking. They listen.
I think
Scott, welcome Scott to the chat, man. He says far too old midfield, and not only that, Mane. They are missing Mane. I don't know if you want to start the song. Let's go. Where's your money gone? Where's your money gone? Where is it? Please.
There's something wrong with you two.
The disrespect.
And then you wonder why Kofi don't want to turn up.
Well, this is the thing.
Well, listen, the chat is calling it. The chat is asking, where is Kofi? Where is he?
Right, where is he?
Where are you? Where are you?
SOS
where are you?
SOS.
I know where he is, behind the sofa, mate.
You know the ones.
There's some
crying. Just curled up in the ball crying.
Bro. Well, listen, I don't know. I mean, look. Just a question for the chat.
Good.
Listen,
there you go.
Is there a possibility? Look, there. How many points are they off top 4? 6 points.
They are. Where are we? Liverpool on 16. Newcastle on 24. So
8 points.
8 points. 8 points off top 4. Yeah.
Do you think they will make? Do you think they will make top 4?
They have to buy in
January.
Do
you think they can go on a run then? Do you think they can go on a run?
Yeah, anyone
if they buy in January.
But yeah, they need a creative midfielder as well, man.
Yeah. And if they buy in January, then it's Liverpool. I think I don't think they've just gone rubbish like that. It's Liverpool, man. But
they might get your targets, Norman.
So again, mate. Jim?
They might get your targets.
Because if you think about it, if they put Maddison and Louis Sahara into that team, suddenly you're looking at a different Liverpool, you know.
A very good team again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now there's some FSG put their hand in their pocket and say,
I think that's the problem is FSG.
FSG is screwing them over.
Who's the problem? Just getting it from you guys and from the chat. Who is the problem in this situation? Who is the problem?
Definitely FSG for me. I'm not going to say Klopp.
All right. If I was to give,
I wouldn't say Klopp.
If I was to give a percentage in terms of blame, what proportion of blame would you put towards the 3 categories? So let's start off with the owners, the players, and Klopp. So owners, what
60%?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make sure you get your maths right. What about the players?
Well, we've only got 40 left, so
you going 2020?
20 for them and 20 for Klopp.
Okay,
right. Yeah. Fair enough.
And they should have given Mane his money, and just kept that energy up front.
Yeah.
And then defensively, a lot of defensive mistakes. You're seeing it. It's mad. I think after they won the title, it's like they had arrived, isn't it? And it's like anything else. When you're at the top of the tree, there's only one way, and that's down. And here we are. You know what I mean? So yeah. People like Milner and Henderson should be just part-bit players, not games.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to say, he's bringing these players on in Leeds. He's bringing these players on. I think somebody said that he was actually bringing on the players to this is at Anfield, guys. Remember, I'm talking about Anfield.
This is Anfield
to see out a draw. Yeah, because of the pressure that Leeds were putting on them.
Yeah,
crazy things, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know, personally speaking, I can't see Liverpool going on a 10-game run. Personally speaking.
Nah,
I know people say, you always hear the pundits, the Liverpool lovies, they can go on a 10-game. I think the way they're playing, the inconsistency, they need, as somebody said, I think it was Diego was saying that they need, Diaz and Jota back. Bellingham, I don't think they will get Bellingham. I think Bellingham will probably end up at Real Madrid, or he'll probably stay at Dortmund. Or
this is the thing. He's not coming to a team that's not in the Champions League.
Right.
So if they got any ambitions to sign Bellingham, then they got to finish. Simple as that. There's no other way around it.
Yeah.
He's not going to Liverpool for a project. He's going to Liverpool to win things. If Liverpool look like a project, then he ain't going there.
The year when they had that big drop off because they had their defenders pretty much all injured. They were playing people out of position.
Yeah.
Look, they had legs then. That's 2 seasons ago. They had legs then. Yeah. They still ended up. I think they ended up finishing 3rd.
That's right.
You remember that season? Yeah. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to finish.
But you know what? This was in the pandemic. This was. But the pandemic, the year that when they won the title was in the pandemic. That's right.
Are you saying that same in that year?
The season after, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because remember, Oli finished 2nd with literally with no tactics, tactics football, because there was no fans at Old Trafford booing and putting them players under any pressure. So it's different when you got a full house, mate, and you're stinking the joint up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very hard to sneak a goal and win a 1-0 when you got a full house and you're playing bad football. And I can imagine that them fans were on their backs at Anfield when they realised they were getting outrun, out-hustled, out everything by Leeds.
Yeah.
It's like, this is Leeds. Nah, we're Liverpool. This is Liverpool. Crazy. Remember, they all touched the sign when they walked down the tunnel and all that. This is Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right. No, this is Anfield, sorry. Right, so, you don't go to Anfield and do that. You don't go and run the legs off Liverpool at Anfield.
Well, here's a little stat for you, D. Apparently, that's the first loss Van Dijk's had at Anfield.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't go there and do that. But here we are. It happened.
Yep. Yeah.
Sorry, you know Van Disney.
But listen, whatever happens, I mean, if the likelihood is that they might not get anybody in January, but there has to be a complete squad overhaul in the summer. And again, I suppose that's dependent on where they finish as well.
Yeah.
Because if they happen to finish in top 4, then they've done really well. Then they Klopp is going to say to the owners, "Look, I can't sustain this. I cannot sustain this."
Yeah.
Scott is saying that he thinks that they will probably finish 5th. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But they've got a lot of teams to jump over.
This is the thing.
It's not even the ones to jump over. It's the ones you're going to be fighting.
As well. You're right, actually. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, bro.
Because
you're right.
I was saying this about us, like at the end of the season, when we were just capitulating under the interim. I was actually saying, just finish out the top 6 and just have a season to start rebuilding and try and win a cup, and then see that if you've got no European distractions, can you get into the top 4 without having to play in Europa League? But then West Ham just literally just froughed their lines and put us back into the Europa League. Well, saying that we would have been in the Conference League, wouldn't we? Still would have been football in Europe, wouldn't it? So But I was just saying, like, finish 10th and be out of it all.
I think a root cause is saying. I think for Liverpool to finish in the top 4, I think a lot of the people in the top 4, there'd have to be some serious collapse. Do you know what I mean? Some serious collapse for that to happen. Do you know what I mean? And I can't see that happening because right now we're quite consistent. The top 4 is quite consistent, and it's going to be difficult. But let's quickly move on to Brighton, Chelsea. Okay, and let's do this one.
Oh wow!
Right. Okay. Brighton, Chelsea. Right, guys. The schedule, I said Brighton potted the brown ball against Chelsea. Well, it's not exactly a brown ball, But listen, does anybody play snooker here? Does anybody play snooker in the chat? I know me and Junior back in the day, we used to play snooker, and
shut your mouth, Scott.
The brown ball was worth 4 points, and the red ball was worth 1. So if you potted the red ball, you get 1 point, and if you potted the brown ball, you get 4. But as you can see on the pool table here, there's a guy just about to pot the 4 ball. So guys, what happened? Ez, what happened?
Ez needs to come through in the chat or come true.
Ez, come through in the chat wherever you are. If you're watching, I know you said you got to do your husbandly duties. What happened at the Brighton? What happened at Brighton, mate? I mean, listen. I think I said it, as you can see along here, welcome on Potter. He didn't really get a nice welcome, did he? When he come out, I think he was waving to the fans. They started all booing him. And when they
I've
only just got your joke now. That's poor, man. That's poor. Don't do any more jokes. You're banned from jokes for 3 weeks.
Potted the 4 ball. You get it now. Oh boy, I spent all week doing that, man. Listen, man, you're disappointed me. But look,
forward corner pocket.
Listen, two own goals.
Goals, yeah.
And
you know the 2 own goals shows that it was kamikaze defending.
Kamikaze defending. Obviously Kepa's not playing, so Mendy's in goal. Can somebody just put me straight here? Why did Potter decide to play Pulisic and Sterling, as wing backs?
Yeah, that makes no sense. That
he done that the other day with Sterling.
He did, and I remember Ez complaining about it as well.
Yeah.
I remember Ez complaining about that.
What was it about? Seriously, what was that about?
He overthought it again. He's done a Pep when Pep overthinks a game that he knows he has to win.
Yeah,
because you have to remember that, like, going back to your old team, you can't go there and get punked. And so said, so done.
You know
what I'm saying?
What a return to home. What a return to home.
Yeah, the Amex Stadium was buzzing as well. That man was hyped.
Yeah.
To put him to bed like that,
Yeah, my highest break was 79.
My highest is about 15.
Yeah, well, I can't remember now. Junior have to remind me what my highest was. So you can't. What's that? You think so? You can't be that good, that bad in half a season. What's Scott saying? Brighton was kicked back against Potter, and he did not deserve to be booed. Potter's making
because I think he was a decent manager for them. So I think the booing was mad disrespectful, because at the end of the day, if you get offered a top 4 team in any management, are you going to say, nah, I don't fancy that promotion? I just don't, you know what I mean? So to boo him is like, nah, he was good for you lot. Don't boo him. I think that was mad disrespectful. You know what I mean? Just give him a chair, and then after that, it don't matter then.
But that's his first loss in the Premier League.
Right. Yeah.
And the score was emphatic. I mean, when I think Kofi was saying, "Oh, Ez, you've messed up my prediction."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think Kofi had him winning Chelsea winning that game 2-1.
2-1, right? Yeah.
So when I saw the phone pinging off and I saw 3-0, I'm like,
what? Yeah.
What is going on here, man? You know what I mean? But no, it is what it is, man. That's what I'm saying. This league, anybody, if you're not on your game, and to be honest, Brighton, I mean, Trossard is playing brilliantly for them at the moment. Scored again.
Yeah.
I would have him on our side. I think he's got like 18 months left on his contract, but I'd have him
as
on
well.
our side. Yeah, 18 months left on his contract.
The thing is,
these agents are smart now. 27. You know? Huh? What's that?
The agents are very smart now. They're not rushing these guys into these early contracts, and then you know what I mean? Because he knows that people have been watching him. He knows that scouts have been coming. So there's no rush there, you know. Oh, here's Ez. Guys, I'm here. Been listening quietly.
Hold on. Guys, listen. Ez is in the chat. So Ez, let me just explain this to you, yeah, Ez? Yeah? Let me just explain this to you, yeah? So as you can see, there's somebody about to pot the white ball. Yeah, there's the number 4 ball there, yeah? So if he pots that, that's 4. Yeah, he's hit that 4 down that pocket, man. Yeah, and if you notice with the snooker tables, or you know, they have like a net, yeah, that captures that ball. You guys netted 4 of them, brother. 4. Yes, right. What are you saying, brother? What are you saying, man?
Hang on a minute. Where's Dave? Can anyone contact Dave for me?
Edit, yeah, man. That's a guy that needs to get
to be perfectly honest, Dave did call out and says that, you know, he doesn't want he doesn't want him in there. Do you know what I'm saying? So
they got whooped, man.
Yeah, proper. There you go. I have no idea. Potter over the fault like lamps, or he's the new Tinkerbell. Kurt, he would.
You know what, Norm, as well. He's never had that many players to rotate or manage. He's never had a squad that big, ever.
Yep. Take Trossard at Arsenal, you know what I mean?
25
million. Yeah, listen, man. We got the 50 mil. Let's just do the business. Get him.
Hey, I'm calling 10-10 right now. I'm getting him on speed dial. Yeah, I think we'll have him, man. Listen. Let me get him on speed dial here.
So, Ez, listen. You know, Potter didn't get a welcome home. They decided to bag 4 against him. And
disrespect.
That's what they said. What do you mean you're going to leave us and then come back in another blue kit? Are you mad?
Right. Edit.
Yeah.
Hold this.
Sit down, man. Yeah. Coming down in your Versace jacket and
suit,
black.
You know what I mean?
Just go and put your tracksuit back on, man.
yeah. He's gone all posh on them. Gone to London and gone posh on them.
Gone all posh, man. But listen,
I was at work and someone told me that Chelsea are getting bust up by Brighton. When I looked, what they'd done is they'd used a white football next to the player that had scored a goal and a red football next to the own goals. I thought 2 Chelsea players had been sent off. I said, "All right." Oh, that's why they're losing.
See, You thought it was an even match.
Yeah, and then when I looked and see, wait a minute, they're Chelsea players.
Graham, listen, it says Graham needed the humble pie. Most great managers have to suffer before they start flying. I'm glad he's suffering early so he can address his mistakes. Full of excuses,
because he can't. And this is where I have to agree with Ez, because Ez said this through the week. He cannot be playing mans like Sterling at wing back. That's foolish.
That's madness.
Yeah. Just don't play him. If you can't, don't show him in. Just don't play him. If you feel that the system doesn't suit Sterling, then don't play him. But don't put him at wing back.
Who was ahead of Sterling?
What in the rotation?
No, on the pitch.
Hazard, wasn't it? No, not Hazard.
No, not Hazard. Hazard. No, it wasn't Hazard. It was
I said Hazard, but no, it wasn't Hazard. It wasn't Hazard. It wasn't Hazard. Hold on.
It was a Hazard. It was definitely a Hazard.
It was a Hazard for real.
You know what I mean?
Mason Mount.
Yeah,
and Gallagher.
He played a free. He played a free
and Hazard through the middle.
Yeah, he played a 3-4-2-1 formation.
Yeah.
And Cucurella was useless that day as well. So he's an ex-Brighton player as well.
To be fair, he pulled him. He subbed him. He pulled him.
Yeah.
He pulled Pulisic. He pulled Cucurella. He pulled Sterling. He pulled Gallagher.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've got a massive game against. We got a massive game against them this Sunday, Super Sunday. So listen, going into that game, it's at Chelsea, but I'm going into that game. I feel confident. Do you know what I mean? I don't see nothing less than a draw. Yeah, because I think after getting
the bridge,
I know, but I'm saying after we beat them last season at the bridge, man. Yeah, we beat them 4-2. So you know what I mean, and we got a better side.
We're going to still be in Oxford, mate, at that time.
I know.
That's going to be around checkout time, isn't it? After the party.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, because it's a 12:30 kickoff or whatever it is, 1 o'clock kickoff.
No, 12 o'clock kickoff.
Norman.
Huh? 12 o'clock
Did
kickoff.
you book the hotel?
Yeah.
Did you get a good deal?
Stamford Bridge, yeah. It's 12 o'clock, Norman, on Sunday.
Yeah,
it's a midday kickoff, which is usual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mad thing. Yeah. Ice break was 68. I felt sick that day. I nearly broke my cue, Norm. I was dying with laughter. The cue. I threw the cue up in the air, hit the fan. I can't. Oh, right. This is years ago. He only needed, right? I think what it was, we played something like 15 frames, yeah? And he was 1 frame away. It was like 15-10. And I came back and beat him. and he broke his cue. He broke his crew. Christian Eriksen has been the best player for United. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
that goal,
him and Martinez.
That cross for Rashford, absolutely brilliant.
But it's funny you say about the Rashford cross, Norman, because Rashford obviously been working on that, because man used to close his eyes to head of the ball.
Yeah,
he used to close his eyes to head of the ball, so he's clearly been working on that, which is good to see. Yeah, no, you know, you have to give credit where credit's due.
Craig is calling it a 2-2 draw on Sunday.
And Desmond.
Yeah, Uber. It could be Uber against Arsenal that weekend. Scott is saying 3-1 to the Arsenal. So that will be a definitely interesting game. But listen,
Norman, I'm telling you this now. One of your players got to go through Uber early if he starts. Let him know what time it is. That man don't need to be scoring no 2 goals against you lot because the press will have a field day with that.
Listen, I can't have that.
Field day.
I can't have that. I can't have that. I just cannot have that. But listen, Brighton pump Chelsea, put the 4 ball in the back of the net, and they go again. Pocket. 4 ball corner pocket. Yeah. Move on to Bournemouth Tottenham. I'll just leave it. I'll just get Chile to just. Listen, the comeback kings. It was never in doubt. The comeback kings, yeah.
That was a hockey score, mate. That was, wasn't it, Chile?
No, but listen, I listen. If Tottenham were on the verge of going 3 games on the bounce, yeah. So, for my man to score twice against him. What's his name? What's the guy's name?
That fella. What name? Moore.
Kiefer Moore.
Yeah.
But listen, second half, and I was saying this to Chile anyway, and the same thing in the Champions League game yesterday, and I just don't get it. And Chile would agree with me. I'm sure. This is not banter now. It's just why are Tottenham a 45-minute team? They go a goal down, and then they think, you know what? Second half we come out, we play. Chile, talk to me, brother.
I wish I could tell you. It's Conte's tactics, man, and because he's won titles and whatever, wherever he's been doing that, he's doing it again now, but it's not the one, man. But then we finished top of our Champions League group and we're 3rd in the Premiership.
So it's not a bad season so far. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's a great season it's just so football for us.
But the football is not what you want to see.
No. Yeah. No. And it's dangerous. I'd say it's more through luck that we've got where we've got to than he's got some master tactician. We sit back, soak it up for 45 minutes, then we go and attack. Yesterday, we scored in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. But
the goal that was disallowed against who was it? Sporting. That was literally the last kick of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can't keep doing that.
It was crazy. I mean,
we can play some decent football. When we start playing one-touch football, we look good.
But that's what I'm trying to say. But that only happens after you concede a goal. Yeah, but second half.
Even the winner, though, that's the 92nd minute winner.
That's what I'm saying.
On Saturday. Yeah, like proper late show.
Even that on Saturday, And so...
Well, listen, Diego's saying, what will happen if the gladiator of all managers, Conte, lands the UCL before they rivals Arsenal? I'll tell you this now, I'll smash up my laptop.
You'll buy yourself a nice.
I'm gonna go and emigrate to Australia. That's it. You'll never see me.
You'll go to the Tottenham shop, get yourself a shirt and a hat.
No, bro,
a scarf,
bro. I tell you, if I do that, right, chill. If I do that, I'm gonna do it on November the 5th.
I don't care when you do it. If we win the Champions League,
no, I'm gonna do it on November the 5th. You know why? What's November the 5th?
Yeah, you're going to throw it on the bonfire.
Exactly, mate.
Whatever. Well, as much as our shirts cost, you wouldn't want to burn it. £75 apparently.
Listen, man, look, bro.
Yo, Ez, listen, they beat us as well, mate.
Yeah.
So all three of us
Ez,
lost.
It wasn't by that scoreline. Yeah.
We lost 2-1, I think.
Yeah. Remember that?
We lost 2-1. Yeah, we lost 2-1 to Brighton and 4-0 Watford in the 2 opening games.
Yeah.
And then he dropped Maguire and Luke Shaw, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I'm done with the wing-backs thing, gents. Let's play in their specialist position. That seems saying that he's obviously not happy with that.
Yeah.
Conte's stubborn.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is very much so.
He's very stubborn. Champions League record matches: 46 draws, 46. What's that? Conte's Champions League record matches: 46.
Yeah,
draws,
46
15.
matches.
Yeah,
and
15 draws.
The match is not right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he hasn't put the wins in.
Yeah, he hasn't put the wins in there.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Yeah. So we can do the maths. But look, you came back from behind, and you're still sitting third in the league.
Let's not forget you were 2-0 down. You know.
Yeah.
So to be fair, to come back and win the game from 2-0 down,
he was looking a
bit, man.
It was looking a bit peak.
Bournemouth, you're talking.
It was looking a bit peak, man. He was looking, and you know, as the expression says, you know, the famous.
It was never in doubt. I was sitting here relaxed, man. I was like, yeah, the boys are going to turn it on in a bit.
And it's just a first half blip. Allow it.
Yeah,
we're coming back.
You know,
Fergie time as well. And he scored in Fergie time.
I was sitting there. I'm sure I watched that game on my own, and I was there shouting and swearing.
But you know what? Your support cast got them goals, because a lot of times it's always, you know what I mean, Kane and Song, you know, that reliance. So it's good to see the other guys just chip in and get you out of jail, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Anything that can come back from 2-0 down, you got to tip your hat and say fair play. Because at 2-0 down, you're thinking, because my guy scored in the 49th, thinking 50 minutes gone, 2-0 down, this could be over for Spurs. But nah, they fought different. So yeah, there's some character there for sure. So you have to give props where props is due. Yeah,
but they said that our last 5 games we've gone behind.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Something's gone wrong. Something gone crazy with my headphones. It's like you sound really far away. It might be something on my settings. I don't know what's gone crazy, but don't worry about it. What's this? I really think Son needs to move. That's from Scott.
I think he needs a rest.
Right.
Yeah. How serious is the injury?
Well, they're saying that if it's a concussion, he can't play anyway. They're saying that you've got to give it 6 days before you can play.
Yeah, protocol, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this was the concussion from last night?
Yeah.
And
so he would miss Liverpool.
Look at that, man. Look at this. Juventus want Conte, but Allegri on 15 million a year. So they can't.
Jeez. I'll do a swap.
Gosh, man.
I'll swap them. Crazy. We just do a straight swap in it and done.
Yeah, boy. Well, listen, I mean, just with the Conte situation, Chile, what do you think? Do you think he's going to get the back in? If he doesn't get the back in, do you think he'll be around come the summer?
Well, he's only got till the end of the season anyway, so yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think he'll stay. Unless maybe Juve come for him, but like they're saying, they'd have to pay off Allegri.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling he'll stay, especially if we do something. Even if we don't win anything, if we at least look like we're gonna win,
and especially if you make the top 4 again.
If we get top 4 and a semi-final or maybe a quarter-final, then I think he'll stay.
Yeah. Okay,
but I told you before the season started, we're winning Champions League. You laughed at me. Watch. And where's that Ez? Ez found it highly hilarious. We're gonna win it.
You know what? I tell you, as I said, if they go on and win that, brother, I'm vacated. I don't care. I'm vacated, brother. Arsenal 5, Forest 0. What Liverpool couldn't do, Arsenal did. Yeah, 5-0. Reece Nelson coming on in placement of Saka, who got a knock in 7 minutes. 2 goals and assists. What a goal by Thomas Partey. Martinelli scoring.
And Odegaard
5 minutes coming across the goalkeeper. I think he eventually will probably end up as a striker. But another assist for Saka. But as I said, he got injured in that game. But it looks like it was only because at first they thought he might have jarred his ankle ligaments, but they showed him in London Colney training today. So really pleased about that. So he looks like they'll probably rest him for the Zurich game tomorrow, and maybe start Reece Nelson in that game and just get his confidence up and everything. But what a cameo comes on, and
get some brace.
Quick session, 2 goals, and then the floodgates. We could have had more. Nottingham Forest. At the end of the day, there might be relegation fodder, but you've got to beat what's in front of you. So I'm really pleased with that performance. And long.
Well, apparently as well that they got Man United's best goalkeeper in goal, allegedly.
Yeah. The one that likes wearing the cap.
Shipping goals for fun, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, you need to relax, mate, because you are shipping goals for fun. It's actually mad how much goals he shipped already this season. You look at their goal difference, man.
What's their goal
difference? Is -20, brother.
Yeah.
-20.
And he wants to be your first team. He wants to be your first team.
Right. In what world? In what world, bro? Come on.
Diego reckons final Tottenham Hotspur v Munich or Real Madrid. I reckon that's what Diego is going for. You'll be happy for that, Chile. Get into the final. Martinelli will be world class.
Yeah.
I think eventually.
I told you Diego's got sense. Ain't he the Palace fan, isn't it?
Yeah, Palace fan.
See, Palace fan. He got a bit of sense.
Yeah.
And
not only that, I know
not like these goobers that come on here chatting.
Palace is your second side as well, isn't it, Chill?
Huh?
Palace is your second side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And then we quickly move on to Man United 1, West Ham 0. Good goal by Rashford.
Great header.
Obviously, he was talking about now his head is in the right headspace now.
So I'm saying,
and
Ronnie started. Come on,
excuse the pun. His head was in the right headspace, and he scored a very, very good goal with his head as well. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie, Eriksen assist, fantastic cross.
Yeah, great ball. Great.
But
no brainer getting the guy. I don't know why we didn't get him before Brentford. It's just look at what he's doing for United.
Because the thing is,
he just looks a class above the rest of them. He's just so good.
And he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be almost like an impact player, but the way he's playing, that's like a guaranteed starter for me now.
Yeah, he's got
and I think the creativity that we don't have when he doesn't play is quite worrying. In that sense, because Bruno is Bruno. He's so erratic, and Eriksen's just calm on the ball. You know what I mean? When he's there,
that's it. He's just calm and he's on like the ball, regal in it. He's just just pulling the strings, man. The puppet master. It's like seeing. So, but let's not pretend we didn't get peppered like a nice steak in the second half. Last 25 minutes, we were getting ambushed. It was mad. And I thought, and this is what I say about our wastefulness in the first half. Now, I have to go back to I've already told you that last week and weeks before that. The goal demands to start, and you start him, and no production again. It's like, bro, like there's no way Messi is missing that many chances. Let's not get it twisted now. Messi in Man United right now is not missing them chances Ronnie's missing. And it's not a Ronnie agenda. I'm just saying that he's an impact player. And I'm saying, bro, you start him, and I'm like, mate, because there's no way we should be worrying about getting peppered in the last 25 minutes, because by then we're 3-0 up if these men are finishing their dinner. So I was disappointed that it made it a game in the end when it should have been put to bed in the first half. Like David Degas, I mean, he pulled some beautiful Hollywood saves, and you understand when I say Hollywood, right? Where the man could have just palmed it, but he does a Superman twist in the middle of the dive and stuff. It looks spectacular. So he pulled us some great saves, some were Hollywood. And so, I'm taking them 3 points every day of the week, you know what I mean? Because West Ham are no mugs. They set up well and they do what they have to do. So, I was happy with them 3 points. But it shouldn't have been an easier game in the second half if we'd handled our business. And that's what I'm saying. We're not clinical. We need a striker.
Yeah.
Martial.
Because if you look, as I say, if you look at your goals, what you've scored 17 goals, and they said your goal difference is +1.
+1. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
We're
You need
fifth.
more.
We're fifth.
Martial's
Martial's
back now, isn't he? Martial's back.
He's back training. Yeah, he's back training. I hope he doesn't play him tomorrow. I'd rather he keep him for the weekend, and then he gets the last two. Hopefully, he gets the last two games before the World Cup. The last 2 game weeks in the Premier League. I hope he doesn't play him tomorrow, even though we need a result tomorrow to try and finish top of the league, don't we? We have to beat them guys by 2 goals. So
you're playing. Is it today? Innit? You're playing Real Sociedad, innit? Away
tomorrow. Thursday.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Thursday, yeah.
Okay. I think
I'd love if it was today. You know the ones. Wednesday night football. Bring it back.
Sorry, man. We're just missing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Diego's just quickly saying his voice is time.
Song.
What's that?
Don't make me start singing my song.
Oh, shut your mouth, mate.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Listen, I will mute you. Behave. Yeah, behave. Order. Right. Diego says his boys' time at West Ham up. Is it up, guys? Do you think it's up?
I think that last season saves him.
Right.
I think because of last season, he'll get another season.
Yeah, he's 13th. He's 13th with 14 points, -2 goal difference. So he's not in the mud yet.
If you look back, D, a week or 2 ago, they were like right on the. I think they were in relegation.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. And so 1 or 2 wins, and look, you're mid-table.
Yeah. Ten Hag gives me AF vibes. Yeah, Scott. He's no nonsense, Scott, and that's what I like about it. He's not afraid to bench the so-called goat and say, right, I'm giving you 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But I mean, like I think I said to you guys last couple of weeks, just start him and get the pundits off your back, which is not always ideal because we play different with Ronnie. We have to play, and then you watch them trying to spoon feed him, and it's like, this is bad, man. And for me, I'm thinking long term because remember, I said to you guys, I have no expectations in a rebuild for this season. And if we finish 4th, that's just like, Lord of mercy, I can't even believe that. You know what I mean? Because I think I predicted, what did I predict to start the season?
I think you said 5th or 6th, didn't you?
Yeah, 5th or 6th, yeah. It's because I thought he's got a rebuild. He's got to integrate 6 new players and a goalkeeper that he's not really going to play in the Premier League, that goalkeeper. So 5 new players to integrate. There's rumours that he's not going to get any money in January. So I would still take 5th or 6th because we're going to strengthen and we need a striker and we're not going to strengthen. If Ronnie forces a move in January, which people are saying that he's trying to, this is my thing, he's still trying to force a move. So why am I staying loyal to him when he don't want to stay loyal to my club? You know what I mean? There's no agenda here. He wants gone, so let him go if he wants gone. But then if they let him go and they save all that wages, all the millions and millions and millions of pounds, you've got to give Ten Hag another striker. And one that can play the number 9 and hold the ball up, distribute and get... If another striker comes in that can chin 10 to 12 goals and be a facilitator for Rashford and Anthony coming in and rotating with Martial when he's fit, then I'm okay with that. But who do you get? Who do you get
missed
in,
the boat
in January?
on Tony, didn't you? He's going to cost way too much.
He's going nowhere. He's going nowhere now as well. He's going nowhere now.
Well, listen, it moves
and get relegated.
It moves us nicely onto Ronaldo needs to grow up, man. Yeah, as you can see along the bottom line. And I said, Ronaldo needs to grow up. What's with the cold shoulder? And as you know, Roy Keane and Gary Neville were at it again. And then in that game, Man United playing at home to West Ham, there was Louis Saha, Jamie Redknapp, and Gary Neville. And as he does, the last one, he came on, he blanked Jamie Carragher, he shook Gary Neville's hand, and he shook, I can't remember who the other players were. On this occasion now, he comes out, he shakes Louis Saha's hand, gives him the old, what you saying, brother?
He actually hugs him and all that, Norm.
Hugs him and all that.
I guarantee you, Louis Saha don't have Ronaldo's number in his phone. Right. I guarantee you that. Yeah. So you saw that pettiness. He goes to Jamie Redknapp. Right. And then he runs up. Guys, come on, man. Talk to me. People in the chat. What's going on with this guy? Why the cold shoulder? Why did this man just grow up? It's all about Mr. Ronnie. What is wrong with this?
Because he goes home, watch Match of the Day or Sky,
he
whatever.
Does. Yeah, he does.
These man has slated him. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. Because remember, he did this to Carragher as well. When Carragher said that United play better without him. And all all was that he really should look for another move because clearly he wants to go.
Who are they playing, Diego? What side?
They're playing right now. They're playing. Who are they playing? They're playing at home as well. Today, let's see. They're playing. They're playing Dynamo Zagreb.
Oh yeah.
And let's just see. Let me just see the lineup. Let's see who's playing for Chelsea. So you've got Aubameyang, Sterling. They're playing 4-3. What's this system now? He's playing a 4-3-1-2. So
if I look at my app, it looks like a 4-4-2. Well, it looks like a 4-4-2 on my app.
Yeah. He's got Kai Havertz. He's got Kai Havertz in the hole.
Yeah.
And he's got Zakira and Jorginho and Mount.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're the midfield, and then Chilwell and Azpilicueta as your natural left backs. But he
started Mendy, Norman. He started Mendy as well.
Yeah. Because what's the name? Is injured.
Kepa's injured, isn't it?
Kepa's injured. Yeah.
Forgot.
And that's what they said, that Mendy's got to do something now to keep his place.
Yeah, to keep his place. Yeah. But listen, after 10 minutes, they're 1-0 down at home.
Yeah.
Ezra, what you say to me, man? Is this going to be another 4-ball?
Corner pocket.
Corner pocket, brother. Corner pocket seconds. You know what I mean?
But quickly going back to Ronaldo, it's almost like he can't take any kind of constructive criticism or any criticism at all, and that tells you that the man is so into himself that he really just believes his own hype. And someone said that he needs to just stick to being an underwear model now at 37 years old, because
38 years old.
He really
38 now, isn't he? Yeah,
he really is going to tarnish. He's really going to tarnish his legacy.
CR7 is brand. Yeah, he is brand CR7. Yeah. It's but he's missing sitters. You know, he's missing sitters now, and it's like, bro, you wanted to start. You know,
in that West Ham game,
to start. Yeah. It's awful now.
Well, you as you said last week, D, start him, give him his chance.
Yeah,
and as I said, give him enough rope. Sorry, excuse but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Give him enough rope.
But this is my thing, and I think Ten Hag is Ten Hag. The moment Roman Martial gives in the nod, Martial starting up front. I'll tell you that now. The moment he says, "Boss, I'm good to go," he's good to go. He's going to start.
And then you're gonna see
it starts all over again.
It starts all over again. You're going to see Ronaldo sitting on the bench, chewing a handful of wasps in his mouth, and
right. And I'm actually tired of it now. I'm not going to pretend. I'm tired of it.
Listen,
it's like
the sooner. Listen, if obviously if January comes and they don't get rid of him, you just have to stick with him. But as the summer come,
I can't imagine a whole season of this, Norman.
Did anyone come in for him, D?
Who were they saying? Oh my gosh. This is what they're saying. If he buys himself out of contract, but then they reckon that Mendy is telling him not to leave the money. So a lot of this is Mendy as well. Ronaldo can afford to leave the money. Well. Come the World Cup break, then he's got the last 6 months or 5 months. They're saying just buy yourself out, but his agent is so greedy that he wants Man United to just pay him off to leave. In what world? If I'm going to pay you, then you're going to stay and play.
If I was him, I said this to Shigs the other day actually, that I would go to America, like he should go to MSL. But then someone said he won't do that because he wants to compete with Messi.
But then
to do that, you've got to be in Europe.
Yeah, true. But I'm also hearing that noise about Messi. Possibly, he's likely that he could end up going to David Beckham's.
Yes, right.
Club.
Yeah.
So if that happens, he may well. You never know. If come the summer,
I would
Messi
definitely
goes,
be going. Can you imagine what they'll pay Messi or Ronaldo in the States?
And they will score up the place. Listen, and they will score up the place out there and keep the records going.
His name? Wright, Ian Wright's boy.
Yeah, that's it.
Bradley. Yeah,
Bradley. Yeah. He went out there and made himself a superstar.
Yeah, that's right.
And I keep saying to you guys that his lack of self-awareness, that's what annoys me, is that if he has a bad game and he just says, yeah, you know what, them chances I probably should have converted to. He's not even humble enough to say, yeah, I should have converted 2 of those 4 or 5 misses. where and I think people would respect that he comes out and says that. But he doesn't. He's so arrogant.
How many, just out of curiosity, because I haven't checked his stats. How many goals has he got in the Premier League now?
Oh man, I'm not
Is it
sure.
1 or 2?
3 no. It might be 3 no. I'll check for you. I'll check because I don't want to check, but I'm gonna check. Since we're talking.
You don't pay $500,000 or whatever it is for 3 goals
no,
in 13 games.
No, brother.
No,
it's got to be about. It's no more than 3.
If he had 7, 8, then yeah.
And I bet he hasn't got no assists either. I can tell you that now.
He ain't passing.
See, you can
what
see.
What game I was watching? And did you see when the guy come and stole was it the Liverpool game? He stole the guy's goal. Van Dijk's.
Yes. Yesterday?
And Noodles ran in and stole the goal. Did you see it?
He's another guy as well. I mean, for the money that they've spent on him, this guy's hardly started any games. Sometimes he's coming on.
M's.
Waste of money, bro.
M's.
I think Liverpool have wasted a lot of money on that guy. I think they've wasted a lot. Are you struggling, D? Are you struggling?
This can't be right because they're saying that he scored 1 goal.
If it's he
scored 1 goal in the Premier League and the other were in the Europa League.
Yeah, that's it then.
1 goal. Wow. I thought he scored at least 3 in the Premier League.
No, bro. And that 1 goal was against Arsenal.
9 games. 9 games. Oh Lord, no, I don't know what to say, man.
You looked quite shocked there.
Not 1 assist. No assist.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know that for a fact.
No assists. Oh God.
He says, could CRC end up at Newcastle come January? They're whispers. That's what Diego's saying.
They'd be mad to take him. He would upset that dressing room in a heartbeat.
Yeah, definitely.
But again,
they'd be mad to take him.
Yeah,
he would go there thinking he's bigger than the whole club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that will just mess up the atmosphere there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean?
I think that all that's left for him is America, China, or the Middle East.
Right.
And out of the 3 of them, I'd go America. As bad as America is.
So, Diego, Martial is back in training now. But when he's going to actually start, I don't know. He's just come back from injury. But knowing Martial, as D said last week, steps out the shower and then pulls an hamstring again.
Right, pulls a hamstring. So, don't want.
That's the only problem. That's the only problem. But listen, as I said, it's all about the Ronaldo show. This is Gary Neville. And
that's so petty, wasn't it?
As long as, I mean, as you said, he's probably got his people on his WhatsApp group and whatever, and asking them to back him and everything like that. And because Gary Neville now has come out and said, actually, no, he's not good for this team. He should move him along.
So
the man
you have to wonder.
National TV.
Yeah.
Baby.
You have to wonder if G Neville's left the WhatsApp group as well, because I'm sure because they were all in the WhatsApp group. Louis Sahar, all the old school man.
It would be interesting. It would be absolutely interesting. It'd be absolutely interesting.
This was the thing. A few weeks back, they had the Legends game at Old Trafford, right? And Berbatov looks more clinical. Dimitar Berbatov looked more clinical. He took 2 good goals, and I
saw it.
I'm like, bring him back, man. Bring back Dimitar,
Bring him back.
Because Norman, Dimitar can play the number 9. You know what I'm saying? He can hold the ball up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all we need, so to hold the ball up and create the space for the guys winging in. And never mind.
Well, listen, we are coming down now. We're now coming down to any other business, and we've got to do the what's going on prediction league table. So we just look at your games for this weekend. I will be revealing the table. D, 3 on the bounce now.
3 losses on the bounce.
Wrong. Yeah, Chile is coming up your backs. What? No. Let's say that right. Chile is
chasing me hard.
He's chasing me hard. He's chasing you hard. Let's be careful what I say. He's chasing you hard. Right. Let's get the words right. He's chasing you hard.
Buddy.
But just quickly on the any other business. I don't know if you've got any other business, but I have got any other business. And this is any other business. October's nightmare points tally. So you remember what we spoke about the games that we were going to have in October? That was going to be the nightmare month and how we would fare. So I sat down and looked at from the 1st of October to the 29th of October. So not starting in any particular order. Liverpool, from a possible 18 points, 7 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Liverpool. 7 points from 18 in the month of October. So that's after 6 games. Yeah. 7 points. Spurs, 9 points from a possible 18. Man United, 11 points from a possible 18.
Okay.
Chelsea, 11 points from a possible 18. And Arsenal, 13 points from a possible 18.
How have you dropped 5 points?
So we lost one and drew 2.
Yeah, you lost one, and then
did we draw? No,
I
lost
thought
one.
You've only drawn one game all season.
So we've lost one. I know we've lost one, and we dropped 2 points. So that's 5 points, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for the draw. Oh yeah,
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of a possible, that's why we're on 31 points instead of 36 points. After
Yeah, but that's like saying because we lost, we're on 26 instead of 38 or whatever.
So looking at that was my any other business. October's nightmares points tally. And Liverpool.
When's the World Cup? It's this month. What day?
Yeah. It starts was it the something? Is it like the? It's 2 weeks to go, isn't it? It's 2 weeks.
So what is it? Have we got this week and next week, and then that's it?
And that's it. That's it. Yeah, and the World Cup starts. Yeah, and that finishes.
We play Boxing Day, I believe.
Yeah. So there's going to be more or less about 5 weeks of no Premier League and World Cup football. So I don't know what we're going to do with ourselves, guys. But anyway, so let's just go on to the. I don't know if you had any other business that you that had come to mind before I show you the league prediction table.
I just want to know where Ezra is. I'm waiting on him.
So any other businesses? Where is Ezra and where is Kofi Klopp? All right. So just say Diego's just said Sterling is just equalised. So Sterling on the score sheet we're 1-1 there. So we'll see how that game. I'll probably go and watch that game and get an idea of what to expect come the weekend. Now let me just quickly share this, and that'll be the last thing.
You can't be doing that. That's a cop out, D.
Oh, is he put it? Is he done it already? Crafty.
Yeah.
What's he gone? Who's playing? Who's he gone for? Man City. Who?
Man City over Fulham.
What are they at home? Is Man City at home?
Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 at home.
Yeah. So he's going to the point, isn't he? He's going to the point, Joker.
Really, guys. This is the Premier League, man.
This is the Premier League. So let me.
Premier League.
Okay, let me.
And I don't think I've picked City in all my predictions.
No, you haven't. You haven't. You haven't.
So I haven't picked them. So I've been
saying forgive you on that.
I've been letting you guys catch up. It's time to get some more leg room, some more space between you.
We'll forgive you on that. So let's go here. Well, so there you go, guys.
Chili's coming back, boy.
So Chile is coming up the table. Big D still out there on 16 points.
What do the blue dots mean?
So the blue dots means you got the outcome right.
Oh.
But not you didn't get the correct score and outcome. Yeah. The green means you got. That's why Big D's got 2 greens there. Yeah, the red just simply means you didn't. It's a loss. Basically.
Yeah, got you. Fair enough. Yeah.
So at the moment, Chile is sitting in second place on 10 points, only 6 points behind D. Ez gets another point, so he's jumped up the table. He's on 7 points, 3 points behind Chile. I'm 2 points behind Ez on 5 points, and Kofi sitting in the Europa League position on 4 points. He's acting just like his club right now.
All I can see is red. Is that all for Liverpool?
That's all. Yeah, that's all the losses. That's all the losses right now. So these already got in there really quick. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Chile and Ez, if you're listening, please go to the WhatsApp group and please put in your score. I'm gonna look and see what the game's available. So D's gone for Man City Andy's gone. Oh, Andy's gone in there. Chelsea 2-1 against Arsenal. You joker. You joker. You absolute joker. Right. So Man City. Well, so what games are left now for me? Because boy,
there's bad games still, man. You got bad games in there.
Let me look. I need to go for a game that I know they're gonna win. Let me see.
You got Leeds at home to Bournemouth. You got Forest at home to Brentford. You got Wolves at home to Brighton. You got Everton at home to Leicester. And then you got, listen, Man United going to Villa. Man United going to Villa, bro.
Okay.
And Southampton. That's 2 guaranteed wins for Man United and Newcastle.
Let me see. Where's the Newcastle game? Who's Newcastle got?
Southampton.
At home? And Newcastle at home?
Away. No, they're at St. Mary's.
Oh, jeez.
And then you got West Ham at home to Palace, and then you got Tottenham at home to Liverpool. That got to be a Tottenham win, isn't it? 2-1 Tottenham.
This is jeez.
There's some hard games there, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna go. All right, okay, here we go. This is what I'm gonna go with. I know I'm probably gonna still end up staying fourth anyway. So I'm gonna go with. You'll see soon. You'll see it come in the chat. Right, there you go. I'm going with the Desmond.
The Desmond.
Yeah. Spurs 2, Liverpool 2.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah. So Ez and Kofi, if you are listening, please put in your scores before the weekend. I will remind you on the chat. This is going to be for game week 14, I believe. Is that right? 14 or 13? Game week 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah, game week 13. So guys, please put those in the chat. And just guys, in this chat, please just put what your scores are. I've gone with Spurs 2, Liverpool 2. Big D's gone with Man City 3, Fulham 1.
Yeah, just because of Mitrovic.
Yeah, and Chile's gone with Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1.
I might change.
You put it in. That's it. You can't change that. That's it. It's sealed in gold.
Started. You got up until kickoff, man.
What are you talking about, brother? All right, you got to listen. All right, but are you going to change the score? Are you looking for another team?
No, I'm going to change. Arsenal are playing well. That's the thing, man.
Exactly, brother. Think about it, man.
Away at the bridge, though, Chile.
That's what
happened
I was
at the
thinking.
bridge. Yeah.
It might be 2-1 Arsenal.
You're going to go 2-1 Arsenal?
No, I'm going to find a different game, man.
Right, I'll tell you what, Chile. Delete that one. Delete that one out then. Take that one out so we don't get confused. Yeah?
Hang on, let me have a look and see.
Diego's going Spurs 1, Liverpool 1.
Has anyone done Newcastle?
No one's done Newcastle.
Newcastle gonna win 3-1. Yeah.
All right, 3-1 against. Okay.
So Chile, delete the Chelsea one then.
Okay.
Right, and then put that one in then. Yeah.
So you got 3-1.
Newcastle away.
Newcastle away.
So Newcastle, are playing. What's the name away? Okay, yeah. All right, fair enough. All right then. So we wait with bated breath for Ez and Kofi to put their one in the chat. I'll put a reminder out once I come off of this. But listen, guys, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you for staying with us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for everybody that's been in the chat. Please hit the like button. Subscribe.
Mash up the like button.
Mash up the like button. Subscribe and share if you're new. On the road to 300.
We go again. Algorithms up.
We go again next week. Hopefully, I will. I've got my score right. It'll either be 2. I think it will be a draw. I think Spurs and the Pool will be a draw. So I definitely think I definitely will get a point. I think I'm confident of getting a point in that game. But as I say, Andy is chasing Big D down, but Big D's gone with a tactical move by going for Man City v Fulham. Joker.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's taking.
Man.
Yo, hold on. It's taking 13 game weeks to pick Man City. 13 game weeks. Come on, man.
Yeah, but Man City, Fulham. You might as well just get the points now. Give him the points now.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Give him the points now.
You have to remember that.
But you never know. There could be a shock result. You never know.
Mitrovic's got a point to prove, so that ain't just a walk in the park, and we don't know if Mike Guy's going to play.
Terminated for the World Cup.
Root Cause has got Liverpool 2, Spurs 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Diego, listen, man. I hope your team does well.
What's happening tomorrow night?
Tomorrow, boy.
So tomorrow night is...
Oh, behave yourself, mate.
Yeah.
It's Europa. Come on, man.
Norman almost walked into it. If you hadn't said that, I'd be in a walk right into that.
Listen, at this point, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new.
Yeah,
and we'll see you on the next What's Going On podcast. Goodbye and God bless.